So you've got your March Madness bracket filled out, and you're positive you know who will make that Final Four. You may even be so sure you're betting on it. But are you as sure about your ability to watch your spending? 7 News reporter Colin Roos has some advice from the professionals about not letting the anticipation run away with your wallet. Colin.
Catherine, you might think that with the cost of living rocketing upward, sports wagering wouldn't be at the top of West Virginians' minds. But you'd be wrong. 1-800-GAMBLER tells me they're taking just as many, if not more, calls from problem gamblers than before. And with March Madness drawing close, college hoops pose just as much of a risk for addicts as the big game did just a month ago. Admit it, you felt a rush watching that. Basketball fans around the world flock to arenas just to see their favorite team nail that game-winning shot. It's not too different from the adrenaline after winning a jackpot at the slots. But when that desire for fun becomes a need, that's when the trouble starts, especially when you begin to hurt the ones you love just to feel it.
We've gotten calls from people who have literally found out through the mail that they had a second mortgage they didn't know anything about, or have seen their entire savings or retirement accounts drained.
Placing a wager on a computer may not seem very similar to abusing drugs or alcohol, but the dangerous mental conditioning it creates has the same life-destroying effects and the same inability to stop.
People do have a withdrawal. It may not be a physical withdrawal, but it's certainly an emotional withdrawal.
She explains that many habits in our lives have the same addicting effects, but when people tie their money to their impulses, they place one bet or 50 too many.
If you've ever take an electronic device from someone, let's say you have a child and you say, okay, you've got to give up your tablet for the day, you've exceeded your time, how angry they tend to get. Now imagine that you're an adult, but your whole life savings is wrapped up in that game.
That's why 1-800-GAMBLER has 50 counselors statewide trained specifically to help problem gamblers look more realistically at their money. It might seem like losing money would be a motivation to stop gambling, but that's often what keeps them going. They're putting too much stock in the few times they do win.
That people start out gambling recreationally and then they end up not sticking to the limit that they've set for themselves, and they end up chasing the loss.
West Virginia's counselors can help with making a debt management plan or counseling for marriages that are on the rocks from betting. So reach out before there's a problem, because even if your favorite college team can come through on the clutch, that three-point drain isn't worth a drain on your bank account. If you're not sure about whether or not you need to see someone about your gaming, 1-800-GAMBLER.net has a free screening tool. And 1-800-GAMBLER also happens to be their 24/7 phone number. Live in the 7 newsroom, I'm Colin Roos, working for you.